Hi, this is Bernie Arnason with Telecompetitor and the Digital Home Summit. I'm here with Vern Reed of AT&T Labs, who is one of our keynote speakers here at the Digital Home Summit. So Vern, tell me, what is your role at AT&T Labs? What are you doing there?
Actually, I'm involved in what we refer to internally as the Architecture and Network Realization Group. In other words, our function in life is to look at the near-term technologies that are being employed, look at things that are emerging in the 5, 10, 15-year time frame, and begin to build and make sense out of the employment of new technologies or assembling things in ways that are much more, call it cost efficient, operationally efficient from the way AT&T delivers its services.
Sounds like an interesting job.
It's an interesting job and it keeps you on your toes.
So the focus of our event today was obviously the Digital Home Summit. I know you're very involved with UVerse and the provisioning of UVerse to end customers. Give us a sense of your view of the opportunity for the digital home and AT&T with the UVerse line.
One thing that was obvious during the discussions today was even the folks who are doing things somewhat differently than AT&T, there was a real emphasis that IPTV, that is the foundation for UVerse, truly is a technology that even the other providers, the other carriers of similar kind of services are beginning to move to in a huge way. So obviously, as they do that, there will also be kind of a coalescence of the use of the technologies within the home, within the framework of the devices that are in the home, that ultimately maps towards what I'll call a more symbiotic sort of service solutions that you can use not only at the box level but in the service level, in the application frameworks and stuff that people use throughout the industry.
So your job is obviously to look ahead, look forward, really identify the new technologies that are going to make sense for AT&T. Can you give us a sense of what you're working on in the lab there that looks really promising? What's coming in the future that's going to get us all real excited?
Well, certainly, the things that we have to focus on have to take into account a huge number of factors. The access side of things, obviously the need for speed, the push for bandwidth. Access networking is getting a huge amount of emphasis right now, not only on the wired side, but on the wireless side. That's been pretty obvious with all of the industry emphasis on LTE services and things. As you begin to also look down that path with LTE and the wireless side, there's also, the focus on the wireline side where you want to be able to blend and allow the kind of things that people want to do on LTE to migrate between the wireline and the wireless side. There'll be a lot of emphasis in that. In addition to that, the wireline side is I'll call it due for a tweak, due for an upgrade, particularly in areas where we know for a fact that the bandwidth that you can deliver needs to be pushed to the next level. Today obviously that involves technologies like VDSL, the mapping of legacy ADSL to IP frameworks and stuff like that. But in the long run, there's probably going to be a fairly good transformation and evolution in bandwidth capacity delivered to the home that can take advantage of many of these new things.
Well, great. We look forward to learning more about those. Hopefully you'll come back to the 2012 Digital Home Summit and give us more insight into that. Thanks so much, Vernon. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Bernie.